Hi, thank you for joining the rest of our WSPA family in watching this virtual celebration of our school's 30th anniversary. WSPA's 30th year is an incredible milestone that all of us, teachers, students, parents, and families past and present, can be very proud of. Our passion has been greatly challenged over the past year as our global community struggled during the pandemic. Amidst all the uncertainty and feelings of hopelessness, our school found ways to keep our dedicated students connected, moving, inspired, and growing. I am so proud of our teachers who quickly learned to educate efficiently through Zoom. I'm grateful to Debbie, Mel, Nikia, Pat, and Paul, who brainstormed, executed, and rallied behind the students who remained with us and continued to dance. Everyone's commitment was truly undeterred. Our 30th year gave us a chance to reevaluate what was most important to us. We all agreed that dance has an extraordinary ability to make life beautiful for those who embrace it. You will experience that beauty in the works of our choreographers featured in this gala. I've been truly blessed to have met people who shared the same respect and devotion to the performing arts. They are the students, parents, and professionals I have had a chance to work with over the past 30 years. You will meet some of them in this show. I thank you for giving us all a chance to grow together and create magic where and when it was most difficult. Without further ado, may I present WSPA's 30th Anniversary Gala.
I think that the arts are super important. A lot of times we put so much emphasis on, math and the writing part, but I feel like there's different forms of intelligence that can come out through the performance arts. That your body is an instrument of learning, and it's also an instrument of teaching. That all the five senses are all synchronized within your body, and you're able to express that. It makes you articulate the world in different sensations and different articulations that you can't express it through just one mode of learning.
Westlake School Performing Arts has definitely been a staple for young people at a very young age to their young adult lives to be able to move and find their passion in dancing, theater, and arts. And so I think that it's been phenomenal to see young people emerge into just phenomenal dancers and artists.
When I was 11, my mom was just kind of looking for something for me to do. And so we were looking in the Daly City Park and Rec book, and we found Westlake, WSPA, and I was one of Malu's first 30 students in her first summer camp. And then I proceeded to dance at Westlake for another 7 years until I was 18. So my last role was Princess Flora in the very first Nutcracker here. Yeah, and then I taught for a few more years further than that until I went to college. My mom was actually one of the first, what is AIMBA now, I don't know what they called the parent group back then, but she helped formulate that. And my two younger sisters danced ever since they were 3. So we kind of have like a rich history with Westlake. My mom and Malu have been good friends for many, many, many years. And now my 3 daughters dance here as well.
I started at WSPA because I was a student of Malu's at another dance studio. She was my very first ballet teacher, and I absolutely loved her. And when I found out that she was opening her own studio in Daly City, I had to go where Malu was going. So that's what brought me there, and I was actually one of her very first students at WSPA, which is also kind of exciting. So I really stayed involved with WSPA until I was 17, and then I got my first professional job with Ballet Austin, and I danced with Ballet Austin from 2001 to 2015. Always coming back, during the summers, to do some of the summer training, teaching, and then I moved to New York, choreographing, dancing in New York, and now I'm in New Jersey, still choreographing in New York and working here. But yeah, that's my career. Started with Malu.
Now that it's our 30th anniversary, I started at Westlake when I was 8. Back when it was a Park and Rec program, really sponsored by the Park and Rec Daly City. My mom actually enrolled me into the summer as just not after school, but just as a summer program, kind of just she was looking through the leisure guide and said, okay, we're gonna stick Jessica in dance. So my mom started me off 30 years ago, and I've never left.
I started at WSPA when I was 3 years old in a ballet and tap class, but I was around the school way before then. My mom, Malu, is actually the owner and director of the school, and so my brother and I both grew up here. I danced from the time I was 3 up until I was 18 here. I did ballet, tap, musical theater, jazz, Polynesian, you name it, I was doing the classes. I think I even did tumbling here. But as I got older, I really focused on ballet, modern, contemporary, and hip hop.
In 1996, the year I was born, Tita Malu, or Miss Malu, reached out to my mom, fondly known as Miss Tina, and gave her a teaching job. And I don't remember like a formal introduction to this place. It just, in my memory, is something that has always been. And when I turned 3, I started formally dancing there. I cried in every class except for the ones that my mom taught. There are photos of me like when I got to Junior 1 ballet, like lounging in Tita Malu's lap, like always like just clinging to her, because to me she was like my Tita Malu. But yeah, I cried in every class until I was like 4 or 5, and then after I graduated high school, I went to the University of Arizona for dance and graduated after 3 years, and then was offered a scholarship student position for a company in Nashville called New Dialect, which I've been at for 4 years now, and kind of just climbed through the ranks of scholarship student, apprentice, and then now company member.
I started at Westlake at the age of 3. My older sister went there. I followed her to classes, and then just naturally it was a natural path for me to just join in classes. I started in the ballet and tap classes, and then performance program, and then pre-professional program, and then graduated. So my training was all at Westlake for my entirety of my dance pre-professional training. I'm at the University of Southern California at the Gloria Coffin School of Dance.
At WSPA, I started when I was 3 years old, and I started in ballet and tap in the general school. And my mom put me in there because she danced before, and she wanted me to also dance. I don't remember who specifically my teacher was, but I knew from the beginning that that's what I wanted to do. I've been doing ballet since I was 3. I started Pali and Tahitian when I was 5, and throughout the years I've started doing jazz, hip hop, and modern. Yeah, and I do all of those things now.
To see my own daughter perform on stage, and that's powerful in terms of how the stage can be seen as a platform to express one's power and love for dance. That's what WSPA does, is that it gives students a chance to express themselves and have that power to be seen.
The history of Artists in Motion Bay Area, and it started as a parent council and as a group of really involved parents that wanted to help and support the school. And through the years, we've evolved into an organization, a 501c3 nonprofit that is here really to foster the arts in the community and within the performance program at the school. What AIMBA strives to do is to provide all of the kids opportunities to perform in the community, to give them additional opportunities to perform outside of the actual school functions and at community events, and also provide opportunities for the students in the performance program to perform at different competitions, at different events throughout the world. And we've been fortunate to be able to send students to New York and to Europe and to Asia to perform with different companies and with different performance opportunities.
I was able to travel to Macau, China. We were part of like an international dance festival, which was really cool. We got to go see a lot of great sites like the Great Wall of China and do a little traveling while we did that. And then another cool experience was I got into a summer program while I was here at the Kirov Ballet in Washington, D.C. So I got to spend like 8 weeks there over the summer when I was 15.
I've had the honor of traveling to the Philippines with WSPA and also to Macau, China. Those were definitely bucket list things for me to do, to dance abroad on an international stage.
The most significant experience I've had at WSPA was getting to travel to Macau and Scotland for international dance festivals. I got to meet dancers from around the world, and I made memories with my friends that I'll never forget.
WSPA and Malu use competitions as performance experience and ways to help their dancers have platforms to share their art.
As a person who travel all over the world and see thousands and thousands of kids and hundreds different schools, I can say Westlake Ballet is definitely one of the strongest ballet schools in the United States, and I would even say in the world.
Each time I see students from Westlake School, and I can see that they well trained and they prepared and they, pushing and they do a good job.
When you see Westlake on stage, you see training immediately. You see precision. You see a clean number, you see rehearsal, you see the process. You really know that they have taken the time to make sure that they are presenting themselves at their best in a professional way. There are a few awards that summarize some of what I see in Westlake. I see that class act, and that is always presented professionally, always presented with just true class. And it starts at the top. We have a special versatility award. That's them. They have their ballet and their hip hop and their tap and they do it all, and they do it all with the same degree of excellence. And of course, one of our other awards is the backstage good sportsmanship, and you feel the spirit of the dancers. They are there celebrating everyone else that's in the building, but making sure they bring their best.
One thing I've taken away from WSPA as an alumni is my work ethic. I think I learned important life lessons here, like how to work hard every day towards a goal, how to work as a team with my peers, and how to never give up when things get tough. So yeah, one thing I've taken away from WSPA would definitely be my work ethic, and it's affected all areas of my life today.
The caliber of people that come out of WSPA and the work ethic that we all have, I feel like that's instilled in us through dance and kind of through our own family and our own network. It really is nice to see us, all of us actually shine and succeed in everything that we do, really.
The most significant thing as a student, I think, has been just work ethic, and I've learned that a lot from my teachers, to always make sure that I'm being attentive and always making sure that I'm doing my best, and I know that I'm doing my best.
I think that overall, looking back, it's really taught me a lot of self-discipline. So I think dancing that much in your younger years, you kind of are taught that if you work hard towards something, then you'll reach your goal. So I think that's definitely something that I've taken throughout the rest of my life.
I've definitely taken away the grit that you end up developing, and that work ethic and discipline. That work ethic and that discipline that you end up getting just from doing all forms of dance, and then going into competition, and then going from Nutcracker to just like keep pushing yourself, is just something that Westlake is amazing at teaching, and I'm really fortunate to have that.
For me, doing the work is the experience, and cultivating every day, that kind of work ethic, I feel like it's coming in every day and not leaving it at the door, but like taking it with you and saying like, okay, this is what I'm experiencing and how can I use this art form to get through it? That it doesn't feel like a chore or a task, but like a teammate.
My oldest daughter is really involved with hip hop, and I think that program is really great. You know, Pat's doing an awesome job.
I still dance with the company, which is WSPA's highest level professional dance team.
How has WSPA and the hip hop department grown over the years? I'd say it's grown exponentially beyond what I can even imagine. I stepped in at a time where it was turning a new leaf for that department. And again, stepping into that realm, you know, just learning as I'm going. You know, it wasn't like I knew all the answers of what to do. It was like, here's an open space. We trust that you can bring some new life into it together with Pat, and that's what we did. And where it's grown and where it's gone, 15 years? Like, come on. Like, you know, you're telling me a long time ago if I would think that it'd still continue into 15 years, I wouldn't even know. You know what I mean? It was just, let's just do this, make good stuff, and keep it going. And I don't know, I think about the program now, and I think about all the kids that have gone through the program. I think of all the way that the department has transformed and evolved and matured. And you know, such a baby when we first started, and now it's truly become its own thing with people caring for it in a way that I can't even imagine. The company, WSPA, has truly evolved to its own personality. I feel that the hip hop department and WSPA just set the standard for what it is to be professional, what it is to be caring and giving to the community around, and just to be really good people. They just set the standard for what that is. WSPA is and will always be like that. Just my place to feel welcome, you know, my place to feel, I'm back, and you know, it's as if I never left. I will always be proud of the timestamp that I've put with WSPA and the company, along with Pat. Just that will always be a part of my legacy as well.
I don't even remember how many years I know Malu, but it's been very, very long journey with us and Malu, and I enjoy every minute of it. So she's very unique personality. She has very unique school. It's always enjoying like to see her students. They have their own voice and they always dance from the heart, and you can spot them like literally anywhere. You will know that's Malu students. I just want to say I wish it's more ballet teacher in the world who has the same love for this art form as Malu had.
Working with her, and I always thought she was a genius. I still think she's a genius. I really value her honesty. I really value her opinion. Oh my gosh, when she likes something, I'm like, yes. And when she doesn't like something, I'm like, but I'm also like, yeah, tell me, I want to know.
My first impression of Malu really was at Nationals. And I remember thinking very, very seriously, this lady is tough. She means business. She wants the best for her dancers and her families. She sets very high standards, clearly for herself, but for her studio. And I have so much respect for that. And I'm actually very grateful that our relationship has grown over this time. And she did come in tough, let's be honest. She was very tough when she first met us. We didn't know each other. She didn't know the organization. And she was definitely looking for the best for her dancers. I see it in the training, because you have to be like that to actually achieve what she achieves at the studio. And I see it in the way she runs her business. So I say it with respect and love.
I think what makes WSPA special for me is it's where I started, really. It's where I started. And it's about Malu. It's about what she gave me as a human, as a dancer, as an artist. And it's like, it feels so big when I just think about how much she's given me. And then I think about how many students she's touched. And it's like, it's mind-blowing. Because I feel that special, and I know that she's made other people feel that special. And that's an incredible thing. I mean, that's the power of dance and the power of what this studio has brought to so many people. So yeah, it's about where I started, and it's about Malu and just the effect that she had on me and so many. It's really incredible.
If I were to sum up WSPA in one word, the first word that comes to mind is cultivating. And I don't know if I don't know what form. I don't know if I mean to say cultivating, cultivation, cultivate, like it kind of fits all of those. Like it is cultivating in any form of, like, yes, it's encouraging, yes, it gives you resources, yes, it is like the act of growing up, but it's not just any one of those things. It feels very like holistic to me in that sense.
WSPA really is a family for me. From the faculty, we've all been so supportive of each other through our families. We've seen weddings, we've seen babies be born, 2 babies now being born. It really is a family for us. And for me, now that my own family is involved in such a really intimate way, we're all very much, in the WSPA family. So for me, it's just family. Everybody's auntie, everybody's uncle, even to my daughter, everybody's auntie and uncle. And that's just the way it's gonna be for the rest of our lives, basically.
Community, because I feel like we're a big family, and especially in our group dances or just dancing in general, we have that sense of togetherness, and we're just always, like, being a family and bonding together makes a big difference when we are performing and dancing, like in competitions or in our recital gala. Like, it's a very big thing, and I think it's very obvious and shows, like, when we're performing.
Determination. I feel like it truly teaches you have to rely on yourself to work hard at something and achieve your goals. And even if you don't achieve that goal, you still show that you were able to progress towards it maybe, or do better than you did last year. And I think that really helped me throughout my life. And so I'm hopeful that my 3 daughters are starting to feel that too and learning important things as well.
Dynamic or home. Just because those are very different words, but I feel like it's its own working machine of dancers that come in and out, and then you come out and you always go back in. It's like this ongoing circle of the family, and then that's where the home aspect of it comes in, just because it is home. Westlake is very much so where so many people, especially dancers in the Bay Area, people come from outside of the Bay Area, come to train. And I think that's what makes Westlake special, and that's definitely a key factor that differentiates Westlake from other studios.
Home. I feel most comfortable here being myself. The people that I consider family are all here. And it's where I constantly find myself coming back to year after year in some capacity or another.
I'd say community, because I think that the strength of community is what helps bring up all of these incredible dancers. When people feel supported, they can grow, they can be free, they can be encouraged to do something that they couldn't do before. And it's not just, making everything easy. I was definitely challenged during my time, and I know that the teachers challenge their students, but it's all out of support, community, and love. And it's amazing, I can tell someone I went to that studio, or I hear from someone, and there's just this yeah, community, there's just this feeling, and that was there with 8 students and thousands and thousands, and everyone feels that community and has that sort of yes feeling, which is incredible that that community is felt through all of these. I don't want to even say it 30 years, but that's what it is, 30 years of community.
WSPA is home. For many of us, it is the place where dance came alive. It's where we have grown, and it is a place where we now are able to share and mentor many young dancers on their journey. WSPA has been my home for the last 24 years, and I'm so grateful for this family for believing in me, supporting in me, and challenging me to grow as a teacher and a person. As one of the 4 directors of APT, we are blown away and inspired by their ability to grow as dancers, but more importantly, as conscious human beings, collectively cultivating the freedom to explore, take risks, and all while never ceasing to support each other, whether on Zoom or in person. We are excited to present to you a labor of love and creativity. This piece is special as it features choreography not only by us, but by members of the company, and the debut of some of our APT members as choreographers. We are so proud of all of you. Enjoy.
Shakes and shivers. I'm fascinated by the nighttime, the way it cools to me, the darkest side of me. And I'm addicted to the moonlight. When everyone's asleep, I'm wide awake and start to dream. No need to rush. Tell me where you wanna go. I feel like the world just opened, and everything we touch is gold, and it fades to gray. And love is only what we see. A friend of mine, when we align, it's almost like my heart starts to beat. When I'm up above, take over me. Now I open up and feel your energy. Bright lights, I look up, it's warning me. Yeah, I think I'll stay a while. I think I'll stay a while.
They always tell me be careful what you consume, but really I feel safe in the haven that you produce. I would never doubt, never leave me without a clue. Lighting up my pappy, cause baby know you the moon. Truth ain't hard to find when stars align so properly. So tell me what's a star when you don't believe astrology.
Kiss me the collagen. I see you modeling, at least get some collagen. I mean, at least get your GD. The flow 6, I'ma please call the CDC. TBT, they ain't see me as a threat. Look, now I'm hitting triple double like I'm Russell Westbrook. It gets shook when they hit away, I'm coming now. Hold the summer down, what's with all the run around? Wild goose chase, I'm done with it. I shoot fades, y'all ducking it. Y'all shoot breaks, you bucket list. Every year I gotta write a new bucket list. Don't let me call you by your government. Rappers ain't shit without they publicists. Something's up with these girls on the net, man. And booty, y'all don't Reebok what you pumping with. I'm getting right to the pumper nickel. Traveling like I just double dribble. You're all stepping, I study the fundamentals. All the tail flags, drop a fucking missile. A couple issues need addressing, right? Academy teaching lessons like when you see me better recognize. As bad as she is, I might let it slide.
Hi, if I haven't met you yet, my students call me Miss Tina. This year marks my 24th year of teaching and coaching at WSPA. It's been my second home and I missed it terribly this past year. But nothing could stop me and my students from dancing, so we all persevered like most everybody else, working through Zoom. So it is with pride and joy that I present to you the Ballet Junior Apprentice A level. These girls train in the junior and some in the senior pre-professional division. They work on honing their technical skills 5 days a week for at least 2 hours a day. They love to dance and are motivated, hardworking, and very disciplined in achieving their goals. It's been my privilege to work with these girls and see their progress even if we work via Zoom. I am inspired and humbled by their resilience and determination during this difficult time. They helped me get through this year more than they know, and to them I say thank you. And to their parents, your love and support is invaluable to their training. I am so excited and very proud to showcase these very talented dancers. So sit back and enjoy Prague Waltz, the dance that was put together with love, joy, and a lot of patience.
Congratulations on 30 years, WSPA. I'm privileged to be the musical theater director here at Westlake School for the Performing Arts. And this year we're presenting the musical Annie Jr. It's a story of an orphan who inspires us all to stay positive through the tough times and be grateful for the good times. The song we're presenting today is Tomorrow, sung by Evelyn Reed. We did all of our filming in person without masks, so presenting a larger production on a larger scale is a little bit tricky. So we thought, here's a little glimpse of something magical that we did together over these wonderful months over Zoom. Enjoy.
Hi, welcome to the Gala 2021. I'm new this year, as you may know, to WSPA. My journey here has been an interesting one. Miss Malu reached out to me last September and asked me if I would teach on Zoom from Manila. So we got it worked out. The hours were a little tricky, sometimes 3 o'clock in the morning my time, but it was a very nice thing that happened because it ended up bringing me here. I worked with Malu many, many years ago. We danced together at Ballet Philippines, so this was a natural sort of progression, and it fit together nicely. For Gala, I'm showing you all a section from my full-length Little Mermaid, which I choreographed for my company, Missouri Ballet Theater, back in 2015, I think. And this portion is meant for a large stage, so we've had to make some adjustments to make it work for this filming. I chose this because I felt like we had a varying array of technical level, and I wanted to show everybody off to their best. So there are some group sections, there's some solos, there's some duets, there's a pas de deux. And it was a chance for them all to work as a group, and I think you're really going to enjoy it. This is a perfect vehicle for them, and just sit back, relax, and enjoy. And thank you for your support. We'll see you next year.
Hi, I'm LoRee, and I'm so thrilled to be returning to WSPA, this time as the director of the TAP program and as the choreographer and movement instructor for the musical theater program. When Malu asked me to create a piece for the jazz class this past winter, I was about 9 months into pandemic-style dance instruction. I was teaching exclusively through Zoom, interpreting silent squares of tapping lower legs at various speeds of lag. I did make some house calls to garages and backyards, confined to a 4x4 wooden board, staring at the foreheads of students I had just met. Between March and December, my partner and I had one visitor to our home. That was a plumber who came to fix a leak in our kitchen. This piece is a rumination on what it has been like to look exclusively to the body for input without the expressions of the face to help guide me. I'm so honored that it has been included in this performance and wish WSPA another 30 years of inspiring excellence in its young dancers. Thank you so much.
Give me body. Give me body. Give me your body. Don't talk, don't talk, don't talk, don't talk, don't talk, don't talk. Body language. Body language. Body language. Give me your body. Just give me your body. Give me your body. Look at me, I got a case of body language. Look at me, I got a case of body language. Look at me, I got a case of body language. Look at me, I got a case of body language. A body language. A body language. Yeah! Sexy.
Hey everyone, I'm Jason Rillera, and I'm 1/3 of the directors for Training Ground. I joined WSPA back in the fall of 2003 at the age of 12. I took one hip hop class here and I fell in love with dancing. Fast forward 18 years later and I'm still doing what I love to do, but this time as a director and teacher. We created this next video as a way to bring us together after a long time apart. Our goal was to simply enjoy dance and each other's company. This also gave us the opportunity to showcase not just our choreography as directors, but the choreography from our TG members as well. It was a fun and memorable experience, and I can't wait for you to see it. So without further ado, I present to you Top of the World by Training Ground.
enhancing the many mansions. The girls in the Aruba doing belly dancing. Spent half of my advancing, jars from Branson to make it through my circumstances. But you know I'm wiser now, move like Kaiser now. Got a butter soft leather just to hide my pound. Got a house in the valley, come and find me now. Got enough dough to buy the town, so I might give a 6 to my chick, Benz to my mom's. Crib so big it look like the Synagogue. Give her a couch just to spill Henny on. And been a dawn since Lotto's and Benetton. Come on.
Some people say that I'm not the same girl. They say I think that I'm in my own world. What makes them think that I have changed? Yeah, a little token, now they raise my problems. Be like you, I have to try and solve them. Yes, everything is quite the same. Whoa, I'm just trying to be me, do what I got, do what I gotta do. People think that I'm just sitting on top of the world, sitting on top of the world. I'm just trying to be me, do what I got, proving up. People think that I'm just sitting on top of the world. Oh yeah, sitting on top of the world, sitting on top of the world. Sitting on top of the world, top of the world, top of the world, top of the world. Sitting on top of the world, top of the world, top of the world, top of the world. Yeah, yeah. I wonder why it's often said in my life, fairy tale and everything is so rare. I wish that you could know the truth. Yeah, my life is real, so please don't get it twisted. Problems the same and gotta be dealt with. These are the things I wish you knew. Always in someone's side. So many questions why. I wish that you be down with me, with me. We can't express myself. Always needing someone else. I need to be free. It's not that easy. I'm just trying to do what I got to do. People think that I'm sitting on top of the world. I'm just trying to be me, proving what I got to do. People think that I'm sitting on top of the world, sitting on top of the world. Don't understand why. Friends who knew me back then. No, has changed. I still do the same.
Yo, we can cut the talking short if it ain't about cake. I ain't sitting on top, I want a house on the lake. I'm that snotty nose cat with a new BM. If you mess with Brandon, I got to bruise your chin. I be with Puff, the girls be like, who's his friend? If I hit a chick once, she probably move me in. So you got to tell me right now, either you're with the cats who make the hits or the one that see the chips.
Slow down, make shit killing them.
But don't stop it. What's the use of buying the weight if I'ma have to chop it? I used to love the lady till I learned the logic. She only mess with mace, know the money ain't no object. If it ain't Chris, he won't pop it. If it ain't platinum with ice, he won't rock it. If it don't cost 60, he don't drop it. If it don't come with TVs, he don't cop it. Nigga, stop it. Yeah, what?
People think that I'm just sitting on top of the world. I'm just trying to be me, proving what I got to prove. People think that I'm just sitting on top of the world, sitting on top of the world.
Yeah, Brandy on top of the world. Dog Chow on top of the world. Mace B on top of the world. What? All the world be on top of the world. Brandy on top of the world. Dog Chow be on top of the world. $$E all over the world. Brandy all over the world. All over the world. All over the world. Did you get what? Did you get what?
Hi everyone. I was a student here at WSPA ever since I was about 4 years old, up until I graduated high school. I then moved on to college at the University of California, Irvine, where I got my BFA in dance performance, dance choreography, and a BA in education. I am now back to teach contemporary, which is super special because throughout the contemporary modern program is where I actually found my love for choreography and teaching and just dance in general. So it's really special to be back to be able to share my passion for dance with the kids. My piece entitled Full Circle, which is performed by the company level, is about my feelings and emotions coming back to the studio and coming back to the space. So it was a really wonderful process working with the kids, having them share themselves while I was also expressing my feelings. And it's truly a full circle moment. And so to my kids, thank you so much for being patient and understanding throughout the process. Thank you again for giving yourselves and being true to yourselves all the way through. And yeah, I hope you enjoy the piece.
Aloha nui kako, yorana tato. I remember very clearly my first year here at WSPA, about 15 years ago. The ambience and the energy of the school immediately hits you. You become immersed into what you need to accomplish for the day. The sounds of Tahitian drums begins to mix with the classical music and that 808 hitting bass as the day progresses. I've had and continue to have the honor to work side by side some very great dancers, singers, and choreographers. Each year we are upping our game to showcase our students, our dancers, our routines. I've had the pleasure in sharing the traditions of the Polynesian dance, which in return has given our students, our dancers, as well as the parents, our ohana, our family, the opportunity to be part of the culture. I have learned as well here at WSPA. I've learned creativity with choreography and staging from some of the best in the country, because the best in the country are here at WSPA. I am very proud of our Te Orama program. We are recognized throughout the Polynesian community worldwide. I'm very proud of our students and parents as well, especially those who have persevered through the pandemic, stayed with us on Zoom classes, participated when needed. Te Orama, we are ohana, aloha nui kako. Our theme this year is Te Reo Maui, the call of Maui. Maui is known throughout the Polynesian islands. In the Hawaiian Islands, there is an island named after him. He is known as the Polynesian Superman. Our story was inspired by the American novelist James Norman Hall, very famous for co-writing Mutiny on the Bounty. He also wrote a book called Far Away Lands, which speaks of our Polynesian ancestors who discovered the islands of Polynesia, from the islands of Tonga to New Zealand, Tahiti, Samoa, Hawaii, Fiji, all the way to Rapa Nui, or known as Easter Island. Each journey discovering the islands on the double-hull canoe, numbering up to 70 plus in their fleet. The journey begins with a call from Maui. The chief, a direct descendant of Maui, would hear the call, and he would prepare his people for the journey. The artisans would go to the forest and choose the right trees to cut to make the canoes. The farmers, they would prepare the crops and livestock to bring on the canoes for their journey that could last well past a year. This is how the Polynesian islands were discovered. A wave of our ancestors traveled over the ocean, bringing with them their traditions. Our last song speaks of the possibility of our Polynesian ancestors reaching the shores of California. Whether or not this has happened, it is evident that the traditions are here through the music and dance. And through this music and dance, we've become a part of the culture. On behalf of my ohana, my Kumu Hula, my mother, Nalua Manaois, my sister Kumu Hula, Katrina Hali'imaile de Jesus, my brothers Stephen Makia, Ra'atira Te Orama, and Christopher Pa'ahana, my wife Natalie, and all of my children who have shared the dance floor with Te Orama. From our sister school, Hula Halau Onalua O Te Api in Fremont, California, and Wharehapi Ra'aori Turere Ura e Rangiroa, Tahiti. Congratulations, Miss Malu, Paul, Pat, Nakia, and all of the directors, teachers, and staff here at WSPA for 30 years. Much continued aloha nui to all of you. And now, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, Te Reo Maui, Maui's Call. Te ora mai mua.
Whānau Maui tana nukuna raro I te tai. Te tai te ie. Te ana hiti te I te mau whenua e. Te mau whenua e. Whānau Maui tana nukuna raro California. Ano mawita na tukuna lalu ibetai. Dai na ipita ite mau kenua Dai na apa toera na nukuhi maroa na aehi aku. Dai na apa toae na tukuai na luluku na kea kea roa. Dai hato ana toa na hitia opera e wakairo wapahana hitia na kendua California. Na kendua California. Na kendua California. Ano mawita na nukuna lalu itetai. Dai na hikita ite mau kenua Dai na apa toera na nukuhi baroa na haehi aku. Dai na apa toae na tukuai na luluku na kea kea roa. Dai hato ana toa na hitia hotera e watairo wapahana hitia na pendua California. Na pendua California. Na pendua California. Ano mawita na nukuna lalu ipetai. Malu.
Hello to the students, families, and friends of our WSPA community. First and foremost, I would like to say congratulations to WSPA on its 30th anniversary. What a ride it has been, and I'm very blessed to be able to experience it from day one. I started dancing at WSPA at the age of 6, and what started as a place for me to learn and grow has become that and so much more. The WSPA community has always been so supportive of me and a place that I truly consider to be home. As the director of our hip hop department, WSPA is also a place for me to give back and cultivate the same experiences that were so influential and life-changing for me as a student. I'm continuously humbled by this opportunity and blessed to be a part of our students' dance journeys. On behalf of the other 4 directors of the company, it is with great pride that I present our latest work. A little bit about our latest work is that as an adult team, one of our setbacks from this pandemic was the need for some of our members to relocate or move back home to places like San Diego, Los Angeles, and Orange County. This video speaks to our perseverance and willingness to stay connected during such difficult times. It showcases the energy of what it's like when we can come together, the support we have for each other, and our love for dance. Although we are spread throughout the West Coast, we are still very much together. And when we're together, during the good times and the bad, whether it be rain or shine, anything is possible. So without further ado, we present to you West Coast Love.
When he slay and he say, can I kick it? Yes you can I kick it? Yes you can I kick it? Yes we can. Jukebox on a black top, that's that West Coast love. After school hooking up in your drop top, West Coast love. Shooting fireworks in the sky, oh how the time goes by. Boy how you never left my mind, that's that West Coast love. West Coast love never left my mind. West Coast love never left my mind. Can we take it back to the bay when we bounced at the sound of my favorite band playing? Pull up to the park one day, watch you shoot, it was cute, so I slay and I say, can I kick it? Let me know, can I kick it? Boy, you gotta let me know. Take the PCH home, put some X and O's, pour the juice, we gon' set the tone. Let's get it on now. Jukebox on a black top, that's that West Coast love. After school hooking up in your drop top, West Coast love. Shooting fireworks in the sky, oh how the time goes by. Boy how you never left my mind, that's that West Coast love. West Coast love never left my mind. West Coast love never left my mind. I just need you to ride for me. All you gotta do is spend time with me. Oh yeah, I just need you to ride for me. All you gotta do is spend time on me. Need me a man that'll die for me. Oh yeah. Jukebox on a black top, that's that West Coast love. After school hooking up in your drop top, West Coast love. Shooting fireworks in the sky, oh how the time goes by. Boy how you never left my mind, that's that West Coast love. West Coast love never left my mind.
Thank you again for joining us in celebration of our 30th anniversary.
What I treasure most about being in this business for the past 30 years is having been given the opportunity to meet all of you beautiful people. I want to thank each and every one of you who I have crossed paths with. Whether you are a teacher, a student, a parent, a volunteer, or a patron, please know that I appreciate our time together and that your contribution, your presence, your support, and your continued trust have given life to the school's legacy. I hope you enjoyed your show and that you join us as we look forward to the future. Let's continue to grow together. Thank you for watching.